Hi everyone, so trying with Mike again. So this is the update in Idleon, Orion the Horned Owl. This will be a kind of walkthrough from my experience. As you can see, I've unlocked most of the stuff and most of feathers. There are 10 feathers total, which I will show next. So basically, just a couple of explanations first. At the start of the game, you only get feather generation, which is one feather only. The point is to raise up this upgrade, the feather multiplier and the feather cheapener, in order to get feather restart, in order to start again. Bonus of Orion is not an important one, since you can get it most late game after you get the feathers. You can go back to Bonus of Orion from time to time, so it doesn't matter much. So don't prioritize this one, just feather restart and restart again until you get a number large enough to get to the great mega reset. Once you restart a couple of times, the feather restart will start to cost more. Once it reaches like 250 million, more or less, you can wait a bit and unlock the shiny feathers, which improve the feather regeneration by 1% per level per feather. So, and they don't reset with the feather restart, so it's kind of useful since they stack, and the next time it will give, like in this case, 287% extra speed. And once you unlocked it again, then it will stack with every level after 0. So it will give you larger bonuses on feather production. After this one is unlocked, you should probably get like 30 feathers or 40 feathers at first. It's quite fast to get them, and then feather restart again and start over the process. For bonuses of Orion after the late game, they are in order for class XP, base damage, total damage, skill XP, drop rate, and then all stat, and then starts again with the class XP. The feathers themselves, they give extras, so the first feather takes a bit more to get, but after this one, which improves by 10 times the feather regeneration, it gets way faster because it's multiplicative. So at the first it's times 3, for example, feather restarts, so it gets times 30, so it will scale up. Next you get double the base Orion bonuses for the next feather. Then you get all upgrades cost 1 less feather per level of feather generation, so every time you upgrade this one, it lowers the cooldown, the cost of everything else. Not by much, but a bit, as you can see. Then you triple the Orion bonuses. Every other feather you get that, so for the quadruple and then quintuple. For this one you get feather per second for the feather cheapener and the super feather cheapener, so you get +2 feathers base and +4 feathers base, which also multiplies with generation, so it gives quite a bit. So cooldown also gives feathers, which is nice. And this one is probably one of the best ones so far I got, which instead of 3 times, it gives 5 times the upgrades when you use feather restart. So instead of going like 3 times and then 9 times with 3 times 3 and then 9 times 3, 27, you get 5 times bonuses. So instead of 3, 9, 27, you get 5, 25, 125. So it scales up quite fast. And the cost stays the same. So what cost you, the cost you had for the 3rd time you restarted, which was at 27. Now you can have the same cost at 125. So it's way faster to get it. And after the 125, it's just almost instant to get the feather restart. So once you click it, you get feather generation at first, but then like it's way too fast to get it again. So you just improve the feather generation, the feather multiplier, the feather cheapener, which also reduces everything else. As you can see, this doesn't improve much. At the moment it's a bit, but compared to shiny feathers, not much. Once you start upgrading shiny feathers, so one level of this doesn't improve much, but one of these improves quite a lot. So this one will be the main stack, especially when you have enough feathers to stack it up. So this is basically it. You just improve the rest. Everything will lower the base cost. So everything is faster every time you level up, and once you get it again, you just rinse and repeat. And now I have to wait a bit till I get the Great Mega Reset again, which is the most troublesome. And it's fast. Trying to get to 100. Okay. So you can reset again, as you can see, and start over, and it would be more fast. But it's fast enough to get the Mega Reset here. So I'll wait a bit. Once you click the Mega Reset, it will restart everything, including the feathers. The only thing that remains is the bonus of Orion and the feathers. So you get another feather, as you will see, and everything else will be gone. So this will be the part of the walkthrough itself, since it's mostly like the beginning, except it will have the 10 times upgrade, and every time you restart it gets ×5 instead of ×3, so it's a little bit faster, but the point is the same. So resetting everything. As you can see, I got a new feather, which is the cost of feather generation upgrade now goes up 25% slower, which is quite nice, since it's this one. So the first is quite simple. You just have to spam the feather generation. I usually go up to 1k with the base ones, so just keep it ready. So focus on feather generation and feather multiplier. This one at the beginning won't give much compared to the rest, but it scales up since it's 5% of the total. So every one of this is giving me 11 at the moment, and this one gives 14 at the moment. So it's kind of better as soon as you level up the feather generation more, and when you have the super feather generation, even scales more even. So basically try to go to 1k. Once you get this will be a bit faster because of the upgrades, and because feather generation is giving me it's cheaper, but because of the new feather and because of the reduced cost for everything else. As you can see, every time I click it, the cost lessens a bit. After you get feather cheapener is the same. You just have to reduce the cost, basically keep it even. I usually keep it more or less even. Now that this one also gives feathers, before it gives feathers, it's better to focus on the other two, since the reduced cost is not that accentuated at first. Okay. So basically this. I usually get it to 1k and then just let it go. But you can keep upgrading, but it takes a bit for the rest. So basically you get at 750k the new upgrade, which is the reset, which you will use to reset and start again. This is basically it. So at the beginning it's way slower, of course, so this is like a walkthrough, but speedrun. Not exactly a speedrun, it's not the first, but speedy walkthrough, more or less. I'll probably cut this part short. Not sure how much longer it will take. But yeah, the first one does take a bit to get, but then you get like the next 3 in the course of a day maybe. And after you get the obsidian Megafeather and the pristine Megafeather, you just in a couple of hours you can get like most of the rest of the feathers, because it scales way high. So the first one is the one that costs a bit to get, but mostly you can leave it for a night and let the feathers accumulate. Okay, 3000. As a reference, I try to leave it at 10k each. It's usually enough. But the more you upgrade, the more you get, the faster you get. So I'm doing it evenly, because Feather Cheapener also gives feathers. So it's worth it to downgrade the cost, or lower the cost, since it also gives feathers at the same time. So it's a good bonus. Otherwise, I would focus more on feather generation and the feather multiplier in order to get the feathers I need for the first reset, and forget a bit about cheapener. You can get the bonuses of Orion when you get, if you want, but I wouldn't prioritize much, because like I said, at the end you get a boost way too big, and you can buy like 10 levels at the same time. So doesn't matter much at the beginning, but they give nice stats, especially when you get the feathers to, in this case at least, quintuple. I'm not sure if the last feather will be to sextuple, would be kind of simple, but we'll see. Okay, once you get the feather restart, just click and start again. As you can see now it's 50, because it's the 5 and the 10, so it made way faster. And after the 125 it just spawns instantly, basically. So the first one is the one that actually takes a bit. This is improved, of course, by the pristine feather, because at the first you get, without the pristine feather, you get 3 times, so it still gives 30, which is nice. But the second reset you do only gives 9 times, and the third gives 27. And with pristine feathers, the second already gives 25, so it's a major upgrade. Since the cost itself for the reset stays the same as the second, because it's the second actually. So you get it way sooner and then just go crazy, basically. So as you can see, this now it's way faster to get the fifth upgrade. Much faster here, because way better. And once it's done, here's 2 million, so it takes a bit more. but already gives 25%, which is nice. And the reduced cost also helps out in getting to the value, which is quite nice. Going to 30k. So you can see, like, it's 50k for the feather cheapener. If it gives less, for example, this time is 1,686,000. So if I reduce 48k, it will roughly be 1.64. So it's almost the same. So no longer helpful to keep downgrading, because paying this one or waiting for this one is roughly the same. The only difference is, of course, you get more feathers, so it kind of balances out, but there's no point. Just a couple of seconds maybe. So once you get it, you reset and you go again, and after this one it's almost not instant, but close enough. So 34 million. Let's reduce it a bit. Let's reduce it a little more. Go for the 100k. 200k. So 300k, 350k, 60.1, give like 300k for each, so it's basically itself. This one is 100k, so it doesn't give much. Can improve this one a bit more, just for lols. Okay, once you get the feather regeneration for the super feather regeneration, you can also get a bit, just to upgrade slightly. But roughly the first time you don't need much, just need to wait till you get the 15 million. Once this what I was saying at first was this cost, when it gets around this one, like 250 million, you can wait for this upgrade, which is the 7th, which improves drastically because of the shiny feathers. So you can wait a bit, get the shiny feathers, and then once you get the shiny feathers, the improvement will be noticeable the next time you reset. So my advice would be to try to get the shiny feathers like before you go to sleep or something, in order to get as much as you can to speed up the process. Okay, you can see slightly faster, so it will stay at 2 million roughly. 250. Okay, let's try to level up a bit more. Okay, it's actually going way faster here, so I will not get the feather restart until it finished the 7th upgrade, so I will do the feathers now. It will improve drastically the next run. So you get the shiny feathers, which will improve a lot. As you can see, it's 3.74 now. As soon as I click and starts collecting feathers, the numbers keep rising without me doing anything, because the feathers collecting will raise, and every level goes for the number of feathers again. So it's like level times feathers times 1%, so it basically gives a lot. So once I start upgrading it, it gives way more stats instead of the normal ones. As you can see, don't give much compared to this one. Okay, reset again. And now that I have 30 feathers, it's way faster, as you can see, and the speed also helps, of course, but the feathers do stack, which is quite nice. Let's try to go to the feathers again. Best part is you can collect feathers while you wait for the feather restart, so the more feathers you have, the faster it is. So now that I have 30 feathers, as you can see, once I start, it already improves a lot, and will keep improving for every feather, which is where the real numbers come. So getting to 1.6 now is way too fast. Now once I start, like I said, it's already at 31,000 because of the feathers times the bonuses times the reset, which is quite nice. So now it's almost instant to get the feather restart once you finish level up. So you can get a couple more feathers while we wait. Get more resets, more cooldown, not cooldown, lower cost. Oop, already was. Okay. And next one. And pretty much do the same until you get the feather. I'm not sure if this one will be the last or if they start again or change page, but we'll see. If you have to stop to accumulate a couple of feathers, it's advisable to get first the shiny feathers, like I said, and then just let it stack if you want the final feather to appear eventually, because as you can see, it's a lot. The cost is quite a bit. So the faster it is, the faster the shiny feathers stack, which is quite nice as well. Already at the T. So actually this is quite fast now, so if you want to farm the bonuses of Orion, you can just do it at this point, because you just keep resetting over and over and get faster and faster generations. And with the cost reduction, it's quite fast, as you can see. This is in double K, still in T's. And yeah. I'll do it till the mega reset, just to see the last feather, and then call it. So one already gives 13p, which is quite nice. So if you let's just let the mouse the click without raising it, it just keeps leveling. Don't need to spam click. Just curiosity increase. Almost done. Another one. Instant. Still in the single queues, almost double queues. Probably just one or more, one or two. It's almost the same for the feather restart and the great reset, so this will probably be the last one, since you get the mega reset first. There you go. Okay, so last one, I hope, and let's see what I get. Oh, can also get this one. Good. So 61, 85. Okay, sure. And reset. So they're 6 times higher than they were at first. So this is probably the last feather. I will try again to raise the Orion bonuses, but this is practically it. And then single restart again. Hope it helped. Any questions or feedback, feel free to ask/post. And that's basically it. Okay. Have a nice day, guys. See ya.